through a warm-up and recovery after you've done your training session in your lower body. So we're using foam rollers to warm up the muscles. And same as anything else, like if you would start training, you're not going to go and get the 10-kilo dumbbell. You might start with 2, same as it is same with the foam rollers. So you want to actually progress, starting off with the softer ones and then work on what the density, it just increase the density of the foam roller. So you might have seen it in the shops. There's all different sorts of types of foam rollers. Start off slow and then build on your foam roller on its density and take it from there. Eddie chose this one for today because that's the one he likes.
Quick question.
Yes.
Why should I do a foam roll before I do a workout? Because when I go to the gym, I don't see people doing it and they feel it might be a waste of time. So is there a reason why I should be doing it?
Absolutely. The reason for foam rolling is if there is any tightness in your muscles, which usually there always are, it just lets the muscles warm up and lengthen, which will improve the range of motion and the mobility in your joints. And that is the same thing after you've done your workout. It just lets the muscles relax and don't end up with onset of a range of motion pain afterwards. So the muscles will have the opportunity to relax without ending up with any knots and tightness in it. So we let them be healthy.
So basically, when I'm doing a workout, this is going to help me be stronger.
Yes.
Also give me more range of motion.
Yes.
And so with that range
that
of
means
motion,
it will help you for not getting injured throughout the workout.
Beautiful. Thank you.
Definitely worth doing it. It is absolutely beautiful. Now Eddie will demonstrate how to do, starting from the back of the legs, our calf muscles. And again, start wherever you are, give it a go, see how we feel. If you find that this is a little bit too painful, you can always keep the hips down. So that's a bit of a regression. You can use it with just one leg on the foam roller. We can use 2. We can put one leg on top of it, another if we need a little bit more progression. We can also stay in one spot if that's where we are and just flex the foot forward and back. And always breathe. Don't forget, always take deep breaths. We're going to move up, so we're going to warm up and foam roll the back of the legs, the hamstrings. And when we do the rolling, foam rolling, we want to go from the length of the muscle, so from one insertion to the other insertion. So in this case, it would be kind of just behind the knee all the way up through the glutes. And again, you want to see how you are. You have the opportunity to kind of move the leg and find wherever you are. So just explore and see how that feels on your leg. You probably, you might find tight spots which way you're not even aware of you having. We're going to move up and warm up our glutes. So we'll go sideways and place the foam roller into the middle of a glute. Keep the knees bent, keep the top leg on the floor. That way you're able to control the amount of weight that comes down onto the foam roller. And you can always go up and down, but also side to side, and have a look if you find any tight spots. Don't hold your breath. Please breathe. Any foam rolling that you're doing, so you probably want to be doing about 2 sets of 30 seconds per section or per muscle. Let's just say section, say calf muscles, hamstring, glutes. How does that feel?
It feels good.
It feels amazing.
and
painful at the same time. So we want to find, sometimes we might find anything that we need to maybe spend a bit more time, and some places feel okay, so we don't need to spend as much time, but we want to make sure we go over the whole body and check it out.
Yeah, so what I've just done, I've found a muscle that's quite tender in feeling. So with my leg, I'm just moving that muscle up and down just to help it relax a little bit more.
Good job. Now we're going to move for the front of the legs. So we're going to do our quads. And we're going to come into our plank position. And again, so with these, if it's too much, we can keep the toes on the floor and just gradually kind of make the movement up and down. We can do what Eddie does if you want to progress it again, finding a knot and tight spot, or just the one side, maybe two sides. Everyone's body will be different, and if that side will be different, and each time you do it, you will feel different. So it gives you the opportunity to check out your body before you start any working sets. Give the body the opportunity to be prepared for what comes afterwards. We want to place the foam roller in front of the hips as well, and just check it out and see how that feels a little bit. We're usually sitting down way too much, so this feels very tight. And again, 2 sets of 30 seconds is fine. Sometimes it might be a little bit longer on one side, and we need to spend a bit more time there. We're gonna demonstrate how to warm up and get those muscles, the inner thighs, prepared for your workouts. We're gonna come into on the floor, on a belly, and we're gonna bend the knee and bring it in line with a hip on the floor. Place the foam roller lengthwise. We're just going to foam roll from the knee all the way to the hip. And again, this is an excellent way of making sure that we spending a bit more time and a bit more intention into the tight spot. Just continue breathing and make sure you do both sides to get ready. This also gives us the opportunity to get ready for what is to come afterwards.
Beautiful. Thank you.
This is excellent, and hope you feel better now.
Oh, yeah.
Are you ready for your training?
Yep, legs day again.
Legs day again. The next one, we want to mobilize our joints and get the body ready for our training session. Thank you, guys.
Thanks,
Eddie,
Fit to me.
fit to me. Fist bump.